All right, we got a close-up going on the first try. That sure feels good. Hey, everybody. If you hear some banging in the background, it's because Sadberry wants to come in here and play with the toys and the kittens. He was just banging on the door right before we started here. So, as you can see, we put collars on the kitties today. That's what the title is all about, the fact that we put some collars on. And I just wanted to get out there ahead of everybody asking on the live stream, like, hey, what's with the collars? Where did those come from and why? Because I know some people have some pretty strong feelings about collars one way or the other. So I wanted to explain. First off, I want to let you know that the collars that we use here were specially made for us by the Kitten on our Discord chat. And they're specially sized for tiny kittens, and they have a release mechanism on them that is supposed to disengage very easily so that they don't get all tangled up in anything. We also, I double check each of them to make sure that they release easily enough, and if they don't, I trim down the release mechanism a little bit with a knife and then test it again until it is easy to release, and that way I feel pretty confident that it's safe. You know, that's important. On top of that, because we just put these collars on them tonight, I'm going to have them stay in the spa with me tonight. That way I can keep a real close eye on them all night and make sure that they are getting used to the collars well. So that's the safety aspect. I want you to know that we consider that and we make sure it's very safe for these guys. Secondly, the reasons that we're doing it, I know first off that, I can't figure out how to get the contrast on our cameras to be just right lately. And I know as a result of that, it can be very difficult to tell these kittens apart on the regular stream. So I think that having the collars on hopefully is going to help with that. That's at least part of the plan. And the other reason is that I know that the adopters of the boys, at least, are going to have collars on them after they get adopted, and I thought we could help them out by getting the kittens used to it in advance. They like to put collars on so that that way, if the kittens, God forbid, should ever get out, they don't have to get taken to a vet and everything, just to find out if they have a microchip and then who they belong to. But you can just look at the collar and go, oh, this belongs to the guy next door. I should just bring the cat back to him. So it really does save a lot of trouble in the event that your cats get out unexpectedly. It makes the whole process much, much easier. So I understand that as a justification for having collars on them. I think it's great. Plus, you guys know that there's plenty of other reasons to have collars on a cat. And once they're used to it, it really doesn't matter that much. Acro wears a collar because his microchip won't set off the microchip detector in his office door. So we put a microchip on his collar, and that works out really well. And so he wears a collar. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew my whole justification and what was up. So this is Moss. As you guys know, Moss, I picked a nice yellow collar to go with his eyes. I think it matches pretty well. It's like sort of a golden yellow. And his eyes can kind of be golden yellow in the right light. So I think that'll be cool. And I'm playing with the toy to keep him distracted from his collar, and he is just hogging this toy. I wanted everybody to have a chance, but he's taking it basically all for himself. Look at the way that matches, though. It's beautiful, isn't it? So here's Fern. Fern got the green one. Because I asked DJ, and the first thing she said was, well, Fern should have a green one. Then she goes, oh, well, Moss should have a green one too. And then she goes, oh, actually, I guess they all should have green ones. That's going to help, right? So, yeah. Anyway, Fern got the green one in the end. There we go. And then Pebble got a nice little lilac colored one, just because I thought it was sort of cute and girly, and Pebble would appreciate it. Oh, sorry. She doesn't appreciate having the toy right in her face, though. Hi, Pebs. You look great. That looks really cute on you, Pebble. And Cool Out, I was going to give a pink sparkly one too, but I realized I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on her all night. So I'll give her one probably tomorrow or later on. Or maybe not at all. We'll see. I just thought it would be fun and she would look real cute with it. So we'll get her one later on. Right, Quillette? Oh, yeah, you show that thing who's boss. And then Thistle's back there with a red one, I think. I think we put red on Thistle. Sort of a maroon colored, but Thistle's just chilling. So let's come over to Thistle. Oh. What you got there, Thistle? What color is that? It is red. Okay, good. That's what I thought. There we go. So Thistle's got the red one. Yeah, I saw somebody asking about Coolot and Pebble. They stayed in the annex, the spa together all night last night. They played, and then I woke up around 2 in the morning, and they were actually snuggled together in bed, which was super cute. And I think it's great progress. So they are really getting along. Even when they weren't snuggled, they played. There was no hissing or growling. They were just really good together. So I was very, very happy about that. Although, when I woke up and I saw them snuggled together, then Coolot woke up and was like, oh, I got to move away. And she did. She moved away. So that's all right, though. That's fine. Hey, I don't want you to eat that feather, Pebble. I see you playing with it. I don't want you to eat it, though. I mean, it wouldn't hurt her too much if she did. It's a feather. We don't need to do that. So now everybody can tell Pebble from Moss at a glance, even if you can't see their colors too well. She is much more gray than he is, but it can be very hard to tell that sometimes. But you can tell from the lilac collar versus the yellow collar. That should make things very easy. Now, if you see them in person, I mean, Moss is almost twice as heavy as she is, and he's like black as night, where she's still somewhat gray, but the camera just doesn't really capture that too well. I know it doesn't. Moss loves this toy. He was so growly. I think you heard some of it at the beginning, but he really wanted to have it all to himself. He's saying it again. Well, this stream has been like the Moss stream tonight. It's all Moss all the time. Yes. Let's see who else we can see. Oh, wow, Moss just knocked the whole camera right out of my hand. Sorry, are we going to get the focus back? Focus. Wow, he knocked it so hard it went out of focus. Good job, buddy. Good job, Mr. Moss. They really do look so similar on the camera. I guess you can see that she's a little bit lighter. You can tell a little bit. And I mean both in weight and in color. A little lighter. Fern, what's going on? You got your collar stuck? You got something in your mouth. It's not your collar. What is going on here? What was that funny little dance? Not your collar. What was that dance all about? Anyway, this is why I'm going to be keeping a close eye on them all night, and why you guys probably won't be seeing them too much tonight, because they're going to be up in the master bedroom with me. But there will still be kittens for you to watch. I'll make sure that we've got the annex cameras on. The hula. Man, that hula seems like such a long time ago. Those things would never fit on these kids now. Oh, good job, Pebble. Oh, look the way she's walking. She's so proud of herself. Got her tail in the air. It's so ridiculous. Walk some more, Pebble. I want to see that again. Come on, Pebble. Show us how you walk. What is it, Pebble? Do you have a tiny pebble growl? It's so tiny I can hardly tell. Wow, look at this. We got all these guys. Here's Custard and Maggie and Ari, and that's Taylor in the back there. Oh, and there's Loganberry. Hi, Logan Bean. We should go and see everybody for a minute. I think I can leave them with this toy on their own for a minute. Actually, maybe I should put up the good toy and... Oh, I don't know. It's keeping them distracted from the new collars. So, why don't we take a minute to run around and see everybody else at the academy real quick. You guys know this one's Culotte without the collar. And that's Pebble back there with the lavender collar carrying around the stick. And then we know Moss has the yellow golden collar. Fern with the green right there. And Thistle's still hanging out over here in the in the tube with the red collar. Yes, Thistle. Okay. And now Pebble's got herself in the corner. Pebble, you're the little baby. Jerry Orbach can't put you in the corner. We got a little bit of faculty conflict there because they want to come in and they're not in, but they want to be. Taylor, oh, well, I don't know what Taylor's going to go do right now. Keeping one eye on her. Everything okay, Taylor? She's very good with kittens usually, so I'm not too concerned. Just strange that she was so excited to go in there. What? What did you say, Logan Bean? Don't claw me. Don't claw me for that feather. I know, you get carried away sometimes. Here's Ari. And like I was mentioning, here's Acro with his cute collar with his little bow on it and his microchip so he can work the door. What's up, bud? You got anything you want to say to your fans? Too tired for that, huh? You got a purr for us, though. Eddie was over here, still is. You heard me say his name. Hey, Eddie. What you doing, bud? Taking a nap too? That's how we feel. Give you some belly scritches. I know you like the belly rubs. Come here, let me get in there. Let me get right in there. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Oh yeah. You got a warm belly, Eddie. Oh yeah. All right, bud. I'll catch up with you later. I know, you're a sweetheart. All right, who else do we need to go see? I'm guessing Smokey's up on the beanbag upstairs or on the master bed. Let's take a look. Beanbag would be in here. Oh, not there. I mean, she's on the master bed. Let's see her and then we can wrap it up with Brooke, okay? Ah, there she is. Hi, Smuggo. What you doing up here? I know it's one of your favorite places to nap. I know it is. Oh. Thank you, Smuggy. Oh, what? Oh, oh. This is Maggie. Yum. All right. Let's go see our other mom cat, Brookie. I think we saw everybody else, didn't we? Smokey is 20 years old, Cheryl. She has no teeth and she doesn't have her front claws. And we don't know how because she just didn't have them when she came to us like 8 years ago or more. 9 years ago, I guess it's been now. What is it, Brooke? Hi. Oh, hi. What? We hung out today for a long time. You want to come out for a minute? Is that a yes or a no? It's a what? Okay, well. Come on, let's try it. Come with me. No? You just want me to pet you. Is that what you want? Really? Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm wearing my Brooke and Taylor socks that came in the mailbag the other day. Here, let's see if I can show you while we're sitting here. Okay, so these are the Taylor socks. You can see they're a little three-color tabby, just like Taylor is. And these are the Brooke socks, and you can see it's got the ear tufts and everything. So that's perfect. They're little ear tufts, just like the sock. Hi, Brooke. What are we talking about? I see you opened your closet over by your new litter box. What were you doing in there? Anything good? I hope you didn't leave me any surprises in there. Brooke is just a big old snuggle bunny. She went out earlier today. She met Taylor like 3 or 4 times. They ran into each other in the hallway and they were fine. They were just fine with each other out there, which is great. But she still does this thing. Brooke still does this thing where she wants to leave her room. And then after she's been out of her room for 30 seconds, she wants to go back to her room and make sure it's okay. And then she wants to go back out again. And then she wants to come back and check her room and make sure it's still okay. Let's see if she'll do it for you guys right now. She usually does. Comes out, she looks around a little bit, and then she's like, I gotta go back and check my room. What are you gonna do right now? You wanna go back and check your room? How did I know? How did I know that's what you want to do? Okay, it's still there. It's still there. You can go back out. Okay. Oh, hi, Maggie. Well, everybody, I want to say thanks for tuning into this close up, but I try not to keep them, I try not to go too far over 20 minutes. So we should probably end it. Plus, I want to get back to the kittens and make sure they're all okay and they're new collars. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And do keep in mind, you can watch these cats all the time on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. And if you are one of our Patreon subscribers and have joined us through Patreon on our Discord chat, sometimes we run even more cameras than that on the live stream just for our Discord and Patreon users. In fact, right now we're doing that. There's a camera behind me that people might be watching this from. And there's cameras all around the house that we put out for that. So that doesn't go all the time, but it is something that's just for our Patreons and Discorders. And it is going right now. There's Custard, by the way. Hi, Custard. So if you want to keep watching these cats and everything else, you can check the regular Kitten Academy live stream. And if you're one of our Discorders, you can check even more than that on the faculty live stream. And I hope that you do tune in and see how they are. Like I mentioned, tonight the boys and Pebble are going to come to the master bedroom and hang out with me, which means you, on the regular Kitten Academy live stream, will be watching Brooke, and you'll also be watching Taylor and Kulat. So that's what's on tap for later tonight. course, for right now, you can still watch the boys and everybody else because they're on the regular Kitten Academy live stream right now. That's that. Hey, thanks to all of you for watching. Thanks for spreading the word about Kitten Academy, and especially thank you for putting in applications to adopt Brooke and Taylor. I say that in advance. Those are thanks in advance for those of you who I know are going to put in an application to adopt little Brookie here eventually. And I hope you do. And I hope you have a great night. We'll see you guys later on.